And Majestic, even though we are seeing that sunshine right now, this is a concern, is that black ice because of this deep freeze coming.
Yeah, and we're seeing that melting throughout the day today with a little sunshine. Temperatures will at least rise above that freezing mark. So we will continue to see some melting throughout the rest of our Monday. And then tonight it gets extremely cold. Let's get straight to it. We have a lot of cloud coverage out there currently here in Uptown, but I do suspect we'll see more sunshine as we head into the later half of our afternoon. 37 degrees right now, feeling like it's 31 though. So if you need to get outside and get a little bit of fresh air, just grab those layers. I mean, many of you actually have sunny conditions out there. We're seeing that in Rock Hill, sunny but cold. Coming up next, we're watching really that cold, bitter air settle in tonight and into tomorrow. This could be the coldest air that we've seen since 2024. And now we're watching another storm system that could bring some wintry impacts Friday and into Saturday. Let's break down how much sleet we actually saw yesterday with that wintry weather. Gameville, 3 inches of accumulating sleet. And if you don't know where that is, that's just north of Morganton. Morganton topping off at 2 inches of sleet. Concord, 1.5 inches. Out towards Mount Holly, just over 1 inch. Davidson, 1 inch there. And we're seeing that here in Uptown as well. So we had that sleet. And remember, sleet, of course, is not snow. It's those little tiny ice pellets. And then on top of it, unfortunately, we had that freezing rain. And look at Concord picking up 1/2 inch of freezing rain. Uptown Charlotte, 1/4 inch. So really yesterday was not a great day around the Carolinas as we were tracking that big winter storm system, that ice storm for us. And if you saw this map yesterday, if you were staying close to our weather team, I mean, nearly the entire south and east coast was just highlighted because of winter weather advisories, ice storm warnings, winter storm warnings that were issued by the National Weather Service. So at this point, we're doing a little bit better, but we are still under winter weather advisories here locally until 1 o'clock this afternoon. And it's mainly because we're still seeing some conditions that aren't the best over bridges, on and off ramps, talking about slick and icy spots still because of that sleet being left over. Of course, I covered traffic this morning on WCNC, the morning show, and I was very impressed with how well NCDOT was continuing to care for our highways and interstates. I-485, we did see a car go off the road though, just picking up too much speed. And that's what I'm telling you, over the next couple of days, even though conditions could look good, I still need you to make sure you're driving with caution. Here's some of our South Carolina cameras looking fantastic, all nice and dry. And we are continuing to see those warmer temperatures and some drying. We want as much drying as we possibly can get today because any moisture that's left over tonight and into tomorrow will refreeze. It is bitterly cold up there in the mountains. It's 15 degrees right now, 37 here in Charlotte. You add some of that cold northerly air on top of it. Feels like you're 5 below there in Boone, and that is going to be a big focus as we're heading into this afternoon and into Tuesday morning. Those strong, very strong winds up in the mountains, gusting 40 to 45 miles an hour, making it feel extremely cold. So that's a big part of the weather story here in Charlotte. Still a little bit breezy, but the strongest winds will remain up in the high country. National Weather Service will keep us under cold weather advisories and extreme cold warnings. Really, the biggest focus will be here. However, bottom line, nobody is getting out of this Arctic blast of cold air. This is where it's going to be very dangerous, though, because once you add the wind on top of those temperatures, it's going to feel like you're anywhere between 10 and 20 below zero. Noticing still those snowplows coming in and sweeping all that sleet away. This is coming in from Blowing Rock. Now here's the deal. Those roads look wet and we still have those cold temperatures. So if you're in the mountains, slick and icy spots will be possible. And we're seeing just kind of those flurries coming off from roofs and then power lines there. So that's what it is. It's not actually snowing or anything currently. 18 degrees for a high temperature there in Boone, 38 in Lincolnton. And then tonight, 11 degrees, dropping to 11 degrees here in Charlotte. Make sure to drip your faucets tonight, open up your cabinets, be prepared for bitter cold temperatures, taking us really into the next several days. Look at this though, tonight and into tomorrow, these will be the wind chills for our mountains. So what it actually feels like, anywhere from 10 to 20 below, but even here in Charlotte, this is tomorrow morning, feeling like it's 10 degrees. Then we're watching another storm system moving in from the Gulf. Look at this. This could bring us another round of wintry weather across the Carolinas between Friday and Saturday. still a ways out, but this is our first indication that this could be something that we're going to have to watch. Here's our Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. WCNC weather impact alert tonight and into tomorrow because of that refreeze and bitter cold, staying below our average high temperature throughout the entire week, and then another big drop in temperatures with a high of only 27 by Saturday.